All right, welcome YouTube fans and NFL fans, and my name is Brad, aka the Wizard. I'm new to YouTube, so don't hit me too hard. I know my mic sucks. I know my video camera sucks, but I'm just trying to get into this, and I'm sure that we can get that worked out a little bit later down the road. Like I said, I'm new to YouTube, but I'm not new to picking NFL game winners. Every week, I'll go through the games and tell you who is going to come out on top. Just note to you guys, due to technical difficulties, I couldn't get the KC Baltimore game out. I hope this gets uploaded before the Philly Green Bay game. I'm working on it, so we're going to do the best we can. So the first games I pick, I'm going to pick will always be the ones I feel like are a lock. But as we know, there's never a guarantee in the NFL. But there are some games that you would be willing to bet the farm on. And this week, those games are, and I have three of them. They are, first one is Pats versus the Bengals. So let's face it, the Pats suck. And they face Cool Joe and Cincy. So lock it in, Cincy wins. The second lock is Bills versus the Redbirds. And I got the Bills in this one. They're just not going to be able to keep up with Buffalo. The Birds aren't going to be able to keep up with Buffalo, so Buffalo's got this one. The third lock is the Panthers versus the Saints. And I had a hard time putting this one on the lock list, but the Saints aren't the Aints this week. They take the win. The next group of picks consists of 9 games. And these are the games that almost feel like a toss-up, but someone has to be a winner, someone has to be a loser. And the first one is the Titans versus the Bears. I'm taking the Bears in this one. Caleb is going to be the C.J. Stroud of 2024, so we're going to go with Bears there. The second toss-up is the Steelers versus the Falcons, and this is Robinson's. He had a good year last year, but this year he's going to have a breakout year. Falcons take the victory there. The third one is the Jags versus Miami, and I almost put this one on the upset category, but I have Miami taking down the Jags. The fourth one is the Raiders versus the Chargers. And I don't think the Raiders have what it takes on defense to shut down the Chargers. I just don't think they got it. So we're going to go with the Chargers on this one. The fifth one we have is the Broncos versus the Seabirds. If it was week 5 and Bo Nix had a little more time under his belt, I would say I would pick the Broncos here. But he doesn't. He's still kind of an unknown, and so we're going to go with the Seabirds to take that game. The sixth pick I have is Washington versus the Bucks, and I feel like Washington may be decent this year, but not in week 1. Tampa Bay all the way. Seventh pick, Rams versus Lions. Honestly, I hope the Rams win, but Detroit has a very good team, so I have to go with Detroit here to take the Rams in week 1. The Packers versus the Eagles. If these teams come out playing the way that they ended last year, then the Pack will easily walk away with this. But Philly always seems to start every year. I'd say the first 10 weeks, they're a really good team. So I'm going to go with Philly to get the dub in this game. My number 9 and last toss-up pick before we pick the upset picks is going to be the Jets versus the Niners. Now, I feel like this will be a close game, but the Jets are unproven and the Niners aren't. Straight up. Got to go with the Niners on this one. Now, to finish this off, we know there are upsets every week, and this week I have 3. And the first one is the Vikings versus the Giants. The Vikings have quarterback issues, and to be honest, so do the Giants. But I'm going to go with the Giants at home. The second upset, and this may be a shocker, but it's the Titans versus the Colts. And I feel like the Colts are going to be sneaky good this year, and they're playing at home. Richardson's going to have a big day and take down the Texans. My last and final upset pick is the Browns versus the Cowboys. I feel like the boys want to make a statement after that loss in the playoffs. And I feel like the Cowboys have a better quarterback. Deshaun Watson is a shell of what he used to be. He may come out of that this year, but as of right now, I still got faith in them boys, and the boys take the victory. So here's a quick rundown of my winners this week. Eagles, Bills, Cincy, Giants, Bears, Saints, Falcons, the Dolphins, the Colts, the Chargers, the Seabirds, Cowboys, the Bucks, the Lions, and the Niners. And there you have it. Those are my picks for week 1. I hope this gets loaded before tonight's game. Each week we'll do the same thing, kind of keep track of where I'm at and how I'm doing. Hopefully maybe you guys can use some of these picks and, I don't know, make some money. I don't know. Like I said, this is my first video on YouTube, and hopefully I'll get better at making videos as the weeks go by. Please like and subscribe, and thank you so very much for watching. See ya.